Hello everybody, welcome to this week's MI Live. We have a fantastic guest on the show tonight. We're going to have a former Miss Ireland from 2017, Miss Lauren McDonagh. So I'm just waiting on her to join me in the chat. Are you there, Lauren? I think she is. Let's see. Hi Lauren,
Hi, how are you?
how are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
Okay, are you ready for the challenge?
This is worse than competing in Miss Ireland all over again. I'm terrible.
The tricky part is not till the very end. Don't worry about that. And you have to beat Eva Sullivan's target from last week, so we'll see how you do with that one.
Oh,
So come here. How's life in lockdown where you are?
I mean, it's as good as it's going to be. Like, at the end of the day, none of us were expecting this pandemic, really. So I'm just taking each day as it comes and trying to just pass time any way that I can, really.
And tell us, in your direction up there in Donegal, you didn't happen to see maybe Sarah Jessica Parker around up there now?
Don't tell me Sarah Jessica Parker was up here and I haven't seen her.
Well, she has a house up there, Lauren.
Well, you never know.
So that's what she normally does. She hangs out up in the Donegal area in her house when she's on retreat from New York. So you never know, you might track her down one
I'll
day.
be first to get a selfie.
So come here, tell us a few questions for you, Lauren, okay? We'll start off with this one. So you're obviously, when you were Miss Ireland in 2017, you obviously went to Miss World in Sanya, which we spoke about last week because that's where Aoife went. And you kept friends with all your mates from over there, and you still do loads of things together. Tell us, what have you done with the girls and what countries with?
So we've done so much since our Miss World. So when we were at Miss World, there was such a big group of us that were so close, but in particular, myself, Miss Iceland, which was my roommate as well, Miss England, Miss Norway, and Denmark. So the five of us were always meeting up. So a couple of months after Miss World, we went to Iceland, was the first place we visited. And oh, it was just gorgeous. And then I kind of realized then, I was like, this is great. Like, how many holidays am I going to have friends that I can just, sure, just jump in with us and you can all stay in our house? Like, it's unreal. So
Happy days.
Iceland, and then where did we go next? Was it Denmark? We went to Amanda's birthday in Denmark, and then myself and Steph, which is Miss England, we actually met up ourselves in London because it was Barney's 21st.
Yeah, because that's another guy that you became good friends with as well. Tell us about Barney.
So Barney he would have been the presenter. So Barney presented our Miss World, and obviously Donna would be the choreographer as well. So.
And who is Barney? And who is Donna?
So Barney Walsh and Donna Walsh, which would be, we would know Bradley Walsh over here from the Chase and all that. So it would be Bradley's son and Bradley's wife. So they're actually incredible people. Like, Donna is unreal. So we were just all so close. Like, you kind of expect to be like friendly with the crew because there's so much of them. But we all gelled so well. So myself and Steph went over to Barney's 21st in London, and then we've actually met up a lot of times. Like, it's so much time.
Did they come to Ireland yet? Have you had the girls over yet to Ireland?
It's my 21st coming up, and the plan was for the girls to come here in March. So they were over for Paddy's Day. Obviously, the week before, Ireland closed down. So we were planning then for the girls to come for my 21st, but at the minute, it's not a priority. I miss them so much.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them. We haven't went this long with like since Miss World.
Meeting up.
So it's just weird. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the country is by my 21st.
Well, fingers crossed, by the time your 21st now comes around, that they should be able to come over and celebrate it up in Donegal there.
That would be the dream.
All right, are you ready for the next question? Are you ready? Talk to us about Blind Date.
Blind Date. So Blind Date was in Channel 5. So I was just sitting chilling one day and I got this message from an agent. So he seen my Instagram and he was like, Lauren, look, we would love to have you for blind dating. At first I was a bit skeptical of it. I was like, don't know. But then I was like, you know what? And then I was flown over to London and we went to the studios. And everything just, it was also fast paced in the studios. It was crazy how there's so much of a team, but they just all work and just to see that.
And who was the host as well that year?
So for blind date, it was Paul O'Grady. So
dream.
Oh my god, I sat talking about dogs and everything for ages, like stuff about my wee dog, and he was going as dogs, and he's a dope, unreal.
He's a gent, yes.
He is, he's lovely.
So that was one amazing experience there for TV for you, but it wasn't your only TV position, was it? Because you're also on Ray D'Arcy's show as well in your reign. What was that all about?
So there was a bit of Beyonce in me then, so that one's actually hilarious. I always tell the story, but so I was the ambassador my year for the year of me being Miss Ireland. I was the ambassador for Muscular Dystrophy Ireland, which obviously you know is close to my heart. So me being the ambassador, they rang me, RTE, I got a call from RTE and they rang and they were like, Lauren, would you like to come and take part in the Ray D'Arcy show? Of course, I don't ask questions. I was like, yeah, no problem at all. So it was like the following day I went down to Dublin and they were like, Lauren, who do you want to be? I was like, who do I want to be? And they were like, yeah, for your lip sync. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, just pick me out, anyone. They picked out Beyonce. Grand. So I was getting ready. I thought I just had to stand like behind a green screen or something and just pretend that I was singing. And I got a knock to my dressing room door and they were like, Lauren, your choreographer's out here waiting. It was like, my choreographer? What do you mean my choreographer? So, you know what? It was a bit of crack. And Pamela Flood and Anne-Marie Gannon was there too. So,
yeah.
Like
also former Miss Ireland as well, yeah.
Two formers as well. So there we go. They were there as well.
Did you win on the night? Did they have a winner? I was trying to remember whether there was a winner or was it just all happy and everybody jumping out?
But no, we got our wee trophies and everything, and it was just lovely. It was actually the best of crack. It's a story to tell.
But that was something to tell the grandchildren.
Something to tell them's right.
So tell us, also within your reign, you've done a fantastic campaign, and you got to see some beautiful parts of Ireland. Tell us all about that one.
I did. So it was actually the Miss Ireland team as well. So we all got together and we done a campaign for a Chinese product. And it was unreal because we travelled all around Ireland. And it was actually on the Miss Ireland Instagram today. It was a shot of us in Kerry, I think it was. And
it was in Kerry. We were literally on the cliffs of Kerry. Remember that? And literally the next stop was America.
It's actually so funny because like I must have danger written all over me because remember the farmer then was like his heart was in his mouth because we were so close to the edge and I was like, oh my god, we really were so close.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Like even the shots of the aerial shots coming in onto that cliff top, mountain top, and everything else. It was absolutely stunning.
It's a gorgeous,
absolutely beautiful.
And even just like sitting up in the mountains, we were all just sitting, and whenever they were all filming different footage, we were just sitting and just to even just take it and breathe in all the fresh air that was up there. It was so lovely.
And then there was some beautiful shots as well. I remember of you walking through the woodlands. I remember Killian was shooting you going to the woodlands with all the bluebells.
Oh, that was beautiful. There were so many lovely places down there. Like
yeah.
You just can't pick one lovely place. The whole of Kerry was just unbelievably stunning. Even the journey to Kerry, it was gorgeous.
We must put the ad up actually up on the Miss Ireland YouTube channel actually, so everybody can have a look at that. So if you check out the YouTube channel, you'll see it. So tell us, that was all your reign and everything about this world and everything else. So then you decided then to go into a new venture in your life. Okay, so obviously you were a qualified makeup artist, you were working with Mac, doing all that sort of stuff, and then all of a sudden you do a whole different U-turn in your career.
Yes. For
such a young person, and you set up your own model agency. So what's the crack with that? And obviously it's still going. What's going on with it?
So it was in February. I decided to take the plunge. I was kind of doing it for a while anyways. I was supplying like friends with models, friends that had companies. I was supplying them with models because I had my own group of models that I done shows with anyways. So then I was kind of like, why don't I just do it now for myself and see if there's the interest there? And really, like, there was no there's so many beautiful guys with no opportunities, and I knew there was so much opportunities out there for them. So I just took the plunge one day. I was like, right, I need my logo up, made up a logo, launched it, and it, thank God, touch wood, still goes this. Obviously now we're not doing no jobs and it because of the pandemic, but hopefully it is all returned to.
Well, that's it, Joanne. It's fantastic as well because for your area, when you look at up there, like Donegal has some beautiful, beautiful girls and all the rest. But then you also have some fantastic brands that will be looking for girls to represent them. Then you've got your wedding fairs all up that direction. You have the hotels. Like it's such a great market up there. And I'm sure it's great for them to actually have girls from their areas as well being represented in their campaigns or in their fashion shows and stuff like that. So you're actually bringing a great just a great tool to these people that they can use.
Because there is so many, like you would see the talent all the time from your Miss Donegal girls, your Miss Derry, your Miss Donegal girls.
And they're fantastic girls.
They're unreal girls, and I was like, why are they not getting the same chance as what? Now, obviously, I was with an agency beforehand, and it was, but it wasn't fair.
It's a lot harder because of the distance that you'd have from Dublin to Donegal, and vice versa for an agency in Dublin to send girls to Donegal. Yeah. So to have an agency there in that area is absolutely brilliant. That they actually can go. These are properly trained girls. They're really, really professional. They come, they do the job, and then it's great. Then they have their own girl there. That was a Miss Ireland that has been around the world, that knows what it takes to be a good model for these brands, and they're getting it there on their own doorstep, which is, I think it's a brilliant job you're doing, Lauren, and my hat's off to you, because obviously I've been there, done that, as being an agency in my former life. Yeah, it's a hard job, but like to take the plunge at such a young age to do this, I just think it's fantastic for you, you know, and well done. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant, you know. You gotta love a go-getter, you know. So also what we've had is, Lauren, we've had a few people being messaging us in with a few questions for you. We have a girl that's called Poetry of Tanya asked a question, and actually went onto her page. Literally called Poetry. So I was like, "Hi, Poetry by Tanya, check her out." She asked, "What has something that has you out of this whole pandemic? What is something that you have learned?"
To be honest, there's actually so much I've learned about myself, but I think one thing in particular, and I touched a lot about it last week on my own Instagram, was how easy it is. Obviously, we have so much time on our hands now, like a lot of us aren't working, and hats off to the ones that are working. But at the minute, like we have so much time on our hands, and we're just flicking through social media all the time. So for me anyways, I was flicking through social media and I kind of got just caught up in it. And it's so easy to just, nowadays when you have all these smartphones and all these apps, it's so easy nowadays to just kind of remove your imperfections or erase them. And I got caught up in that. So last week I posted a photo I wasn't happy with. The stupidest that it was just a bit of insecurities that I have about myself. And I just got sucked up into that, but then I went back and I regret it. And now I'm kind of like all about embracing my, at the end of the day, that's what makes us up, that's what makes us unique. So that's the one thing I learned. Self-love and self-care is the most
So within the whole thing, you sort of found yourself in a different way of life, type of thing, is in to accept yourself.
To accept yourself, because like there's only one of you in the world, so you may as well give it your best shot. Do it, just be you yourself. Yeah,
well, we've sort of seen ourselves throughout over the last like 2 years and stuff like that. Even with the likes of Miss Orange and everything else, we're trying to pare it back a lot. Do you know what I mean? And also to change people's perceptions of what Miss Ireland is about. Do you know what I mean? They just think that it's all about hair and makeup and all this stuff, but it's actually it's just one element. But that's one element of everybody's life.
Opposite. It was just about you're a role model at the end of the day. Like it's the very small percentages about the hair and makeup and the lovely dresses. It's really not. Like most of my Miss Ireland journey was charity. Like as I say, beauty with a purpose is about, but of course me being the brand ambassador for Muscular Dystrophy Ireland, like it focuses on the charity side of things and just embracing all that kind of thing rather than getting up and doing your hair and makeup. That's not what it is about nowadays, and I think that's just the stigma around pageants, but all automatically think it's...
And that's it, and it literally is. It's like if you look at like the girls over the last couple of years with all the charity work they've done, I think like I think in the last say 2 years, we have been within the raise above and beyond like 150 grand.
Yeah, it's
like
incredible.
These girls have raised through all over Ireland for all the different charities and stuff. And like last year alone, I think it was 55,000 that was raised by the girls. And like hats off to them, they do a fantastic job. And one of the biggest parts of the competition is you're given the challenge in the Beauty with a Purpose to go and raise money, whether it's the charity we've chosen that we're the umbrella charity of, or a charity that they want to do. And they have to put together their own task. So they have to put together what they want to do. I remember years ago, one of the girls that did Beauty with a Purpose, and she did her own blind date with some of the contestants and stuff like that. And that was a fantastic concept because she was using her ideas of another way of, rather than shaking a bucket, just to do, well, I'm going to do blind dates, I'm going to use some of the contestants and all that and sell tickets for this night. And it was a huge success.
Exactly.
And then last year, we had Megan Hurley then. She ran an event and it was almost like a fashion show afternoon, lunch thing like that. And she may be raising $4.5 grand for variety.
And that's
so like,
just one
it's phenomenal what the girls are doing out there.
Like, it's crazy how, like, the work over the years that Miss Ireland has done for their charity. Like, my year was Laura Lynn, and we done so much that year too, as a group, when our counties. It's unbelievable. And even whenever I was shooting my purpose, the stories that you hear, it was just so heartwarming and just, it was lovely. And to be able to raise that much money for such a worthy cause, that's what Miss...
And it's the awareness as well that we're doing. It's, you're creating awareness for these charities that maybe some people didn't know about. Like I know when we were working with Laura Lynn, a lot of the people didn't know about Laura Lynn in some counties in Ireland. So it was getting the message to them through, because each girl is their own ambassador in their own area. Do you know what I mean? They are somebody important in their county, as well as being somebody important in Ireland. And they all have a story to tell. And that's what's so fantastic with the Beauty with a Purpose Challenge. It's bringing that to their areas, to their story, to their people, and then helping raise money and awareness for all these charities. And like even for this year, we've so much in the pipeline that we're going to be doing with Variety, which we're just waiting to press go, and then we're going to launch this whole thing. But obviously, with the times at the moment, we cannot do that because it's knowing this. But hopefully, fingers crossed, come the September time, we will be all hopefully back in the game, ready to go, you know. Yeah. So it is a great thing with the whole Beauty of Purpose, and also with the work you've done, and it's creating awareness. And you also still work with them charities or other charities that you're passionate about, you keep working with all the way through, even after the fact that when you're no longer in the competition or no longer that person, you know.
What they're all about, and you realise how much they need us as much. Like, we might need them one day, so they need us the same way we might need them. So
to help get the word out there, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was that one. So we have another question for you. Okay, this one. Okay, so how old were you when you became Miss Ireland, and how did you get into it?
Okay, so actually, first of all, when I was 16, I went for Miss Derry. So I actually went for Miss Derry when I was 16, and obviously I didn't win, didn't even place. But then when I was 17, in June, I won Miss Donegal. So I was 17 then, turned 18 in July. I actually was at the time, and I received my maths exam, hair makeup done. Probably shouldn't be saying this. Hair makeup done. I came back at my geography exam with a full face of makeup and my hair really lovely and curled. And I missed on a 17 and turned 18 in July and won Miss Ireland in September when I was 18.
So and then your final was the Crown Plaza at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I was the last
And then you're handing over them, was it the Helix?
Yes, so I was the last one.
So you were in the big production showcase.
Oh my God, that was unreal. And I think too, the excitement of it being the first year at the Helix, it was just,
yeah.
It was like this big massive place that, oh my God. And I'll never forget the moment, like whenever I was crowning Aoife and just all the confetti everywhere. And it was like a trek walking over the stage just to grab Aoife alone to tell her.
I know, like the footage is fantastic at that moment. It was absolutely beautiful.
It is.
Okay, so we went through a lot here. So what would be from then to now, if you could say one thing would be one of your biggest highlights, what would it be? From
then until now, you know, and I would go from then, it was the day after I won Miss Ireland. I think it was a Saturday. It was actually a Friday night, and then the Saturday I returned home to Buncrana, and I wasn't expecting nothing. Like, I got a new dog at the time, and I was so excited to see my dog because we were there all weekend. Or was it? We were there for a while anyway, staying, and I was so excited to see my dog. So I was like, right, let's get home to Buncrana. And as soon as I entered Buncrana, my car, I had like a mini convertible at the time, my car was there. These big banners, like, well done, Lauren, Miss Ireland, with my photo on it. And there was a Garda escort and everything, and there was queues and lines of people around the
I remember seeing the video footage, and literally there were streets of people, and then you going down all these horns, go meow, 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 and then the sirens, the police cars and everything.
And like, I was in so much shock from that weekend already because I won Miss Ireland that whenever I got home, I was like, oh my God, like, I'm Miss Ireland. Like, it was crazy. But I actually like done like a lap around and had a Garda escort around the town. And then I went down then to the plaza, it was at the time, and I had like my homecoming speech and everything. Like, it was unreal. Like, it's
presidential campaign. Excellent, because I just thought that I remember that now. I remember seeing that moment. I just thought it was absolutely fantastic.
I was,
you know what I mean?
Like, the
absolutely brilliant.
Wave going around the town. It was just unreal.
Oh, brilliant! But at least that's a good one to have. Like there, and also to have all that video footage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right, so Lauren, you've answered all my questions and that sort of there. Nice chatting to you on that part of things, but are you ready for the challenge?
I don't know.
Right, so this is the faves, okay? So I'll call out something. You tell me your favorite. Boom. Okay?
Okay.
We're going to put the stopwatch on. Last week, we won't tell you what you forgot last week. We'll just see how you get on. You ready?
Go for it.
Destination.
America.
Song.
Oh my God, a song. Who Run the World?
Inspirational person.
Michelle Obama.
Childhood memory.
Oh my gosh. That's a weird one, but breaking my collarbone. There's a story.
Okay, celebrity crush.
Oh my God. Conal, Normal People.
Whoa, that's it, time up. Let's see how many you got there. 1, hope you're watching, Aoife. 2, 3, 4, 5.
What did I get?
6. Well, listen, Lauren, it was absolutely fantastic having the chats with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the grand final in Miss Ireland this year when we meet again. And also up on the show next week, we have Rebecca McGuire. So she's going to talk to us all about being a paramedic on the front line during this whole time we're in at the moment, and then also about her experiences. Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. If you want to see us, if you're watching on IMGTV or whatever, have a look at us there. And then also see you all next week. Bye, Lauren.
Bye.
Bye.